everyone. I'm Dr. Amita Sharma from Jalandhar, Punjab. I have been practicing obstetrics and gynecology in the city of Jalandhar for the past 30 years. And I have also been the past president of the local OB-GYN Society. I'm very much fond of cooking, and I belong to a generation where it was firmly believed by our parents that you could never be a woman enough unless you had some culinary skills. So after I got married, I continued with my passion, and as and when I used to travel, I keep on collecting a lot of cookware, cookery books, kitchen gadgets, and till date, as far as cooking is concerned, I am very fondly learning, unlearning and relearning. And friends, in addition to my cooking as a hobby, my other hobbies are that I am very particular about my fitness regimen, and I am very fond of makeup, and I like to make myself up nicely. I am fond of clothes. I love reading, I love writing, and I am a very ardent fan of Shobha Dey, a female Indian author, and I really admire her for her boldness and beauty. And presently, being a mom of a gynecologist's daughter, I have adapted myself well to a new hobby, and that is babysitting my 5-month-old grandson. And so I'm no longer just a mom, I'm grand too, and I'm loving my new role nowadays. And I very fondly am going to take you to my kitchen today, and I'm going to show you how I make this Italian dish called lasagna. It is a kind of pasta. Lasagna is pasta, but it comes in the form of lasagna sheets. And some people cook the lasagna sheets at home, but I prefer buying them from the market because as a professional, we do not have that much time to make the dough and then make the sheets. So I'm going to take you to the kitchen and tell you how to make lasagna tasty, flavored and a very nice Italian dish quickly. So thank you so much. So friends, welcome to my kitchen, and today I am going to make vegetable lasagna for all of you. It is quite an elaborate dish, and but once done, it is just excellent, and if you make it, it can be consumed like a whole meal. It is a meal in itself. If anybody wants to pair it up with garlic breads or buns, it's a separate issue, but in itself it has got all these green vegetables and colored capsicums and colored vegetables, lot of cheese, lot of tomato, very much flavored and very tasty and tangy dish. And this we are going to make in this OTG. I have this Russell Hobbs OTG here with me as I'm showing you, and this I am going to preheat and for about 10 minutes, and we are going to cook our lasagna in this OTG. So at about 200 degrees. So I'll tell you the ingredients first. Here in this tray we have chili flakes. These are the chili flakes, the red chilies, tomato ketchup, this is black pepper powder, this is oregano, this is salt, this is maida, the plain flour, and this is some sugar. Here we have some chopped onion, some very thinly finely sliced garlic. This is 2 types of cheese, the mozzarella and the processed cheese, and we are going to use both of them to make our dish today. And this I have just kept it here just in order to show it to all of you how we get lasagna sheets in the market. They are marketed like this, and it comes in the form of sheets. And here we have some milk, we have some tomatoes, tomato puree we've already made, and for this I have taken 8 tomatoes, and we have blanched them in hot water, taken the peels off, de-seeded them, and then blended them in a blender. And this I'm going to use for red sauce. So when we make lasagna, lasagna is a dish in which we are doing layering. We make we are going to make 3 layers, and in between we are going to put the sheets. So it's going to be very creamy, very saucy, very crunchy kind of a dish. So now I begin with the making of the red sauce first. So I've taken a broad non-stick pan. I'm going to add some olive oil in it. This is for the red sauce which we are going to make. We add some garlic to the olive oil. Saute the garlic for a little while. Then I add some onions to it. We cook onions for about 2 to 3 minutes. After we saute them for about 2 to 3 minutes, I am going to add the tomatoes. Here go in the tomatoes. To this, I add some chili flakes, some oregano, some salt, not much because we are going to add salt to all the 3 different layers, and if to one layer we are adding a lot of salt, then it's going to be a very salty dish. So we add little salt to each layer. Let these come to boil. Sauce should not be very watery, it should be little thick, because when we start layering, again we have to bake it in the OTG. If it is already runny, then it will take a lot of time to cook and our layers also will not come properly. So I am going to leave it here for some time so that small bubbles start appearing on the sauce. While the sauce is being cooking, here I have a broad pan where I have added water, and to this water I am adding a few drops of olive oil. I am going to show you how to cook lasagna sheets, and some salt so that our sheets don't taste bland. Give it some mix. We have to take a broad pan so that sheets, they don't stick to one another. Here I am going to leave lasagna sheets in this, and they are going to get cooked in this water like we cook pasta. We can cook all the 4 sheets at a time, but it is always preferred that they shouldn't stick to one another. Since it's a broad pan, I think I can keep 3 of them. They will take 5 to 7 minutes to become tender. In the meantime, I come back to my sauce, which has started splattering. So this splatter is going on. Look, the color of the red sauce has darkened. It's looking so beautiful. And now to this I'm going to add a little tomato ketchup so as to balance the taste of the tomatoes, and some red chili powder and some sugar. So this becomes tomato sauce. This is going to add a nice tang to the red tomato layer of our lasagna. The splatter is still going on. We have to keep it cooking for about 5 to 7 minutes till the sauce thickens. Not absolutely dried up, thickened and little flowy. It's beginning to thick. In the meantime, I can check on my lasagna sheets, separate them a little so that they don't stick to each other. 3 of them are cooking, or you can cook 2 at a time depending upon the size of your pan. So our red sauce is almost done. The water has dried up. The splatter is almost over. And it's a very nice consistency, perfect to make our dish. We are going to keep it aside for layering, and during this time our sheets are getting cooked. They are almost done, 3 of them, while the 4th one I had put in right now. This is how they look. Still, I would want them to be nicely done. You can say cooked when you are able to take a bite out of the sheet like we bite pasta. So that should be the amount of cooking for the sheets that we have to do. I think this one is pretty good. It's done. So I'm going to remove it. This one's also done. This is the 3rd one. I'm going to immediately take them and put them into the cold water so as to stop the cooking process. So now I have got my lasagna sheets done. Here are the 4 sheets, and I showed you how to cook them in a water with some oil, with some salt. As soon as I found that they were soft and they could be bended like this and they were cooked, I took them and put them in cold water so as to immediately stop the cooking process. Otherwise they become too soft. My cheese is lying like this, and this is my red sauce which we made just now. It's ready, and now we proceed to make our second layer of roasted vegetables. Again, for roasted vegetables, I add some oil to a hot non-stick pan. When we make lasagna, we are adding a lot of garlic, lot of cheese, lot of tomatoes. And for every layer, we are adding some amount of garlic. So here, as the oil heats up, I add some garlic according to the amount of the veggies that I've got. For this roasted vegetables, I'm going to add chili flakes right to the heated oil and the garlic, because flakes when roasted give an excellent taste, a very excellent taste when roasted right in the oil. To this I add chopped vegetables. You can add them all together. All three types of capsicum, broccoli, zucchini and some beans. I was looking for baby corns which I was unable to get. We can add corn, we can add spinach, we can add baby corn. We add some salt as the vegetables are being sauteed, because this will help them to cook faster. Keep on stirring the roasted vegetables. They were neither blunt nor pre-boiled, so they were raw vegetables in order to give a very crunchy taste to our dish. All the veggies that we've taken, we have cut them in two different types. These have been sliced lengthwise, and for the third layer, that's the creamy vegetables, they have been chopped somewhat finely. So we keep on stirring so that they cook faster. We want the crunch to remain. I've added salt, and now I'm going to add some pepper powder. Chili flakes we added beforehand. Here goes in the pepper, and here again goes in some oregano. We can add any vegetable of our choice. We can add any vegetable of our choice. Spinach looks very nice, especially if added to the creamy vegetables. Baby corns look nice, taste well, but I couldn't lay my hands on them yesterday. Red carrots, which we've added, add a lot of sweetness, flavor, taste to the dish. Broccoli makes it very nourishing, very healthy. I've added very little olive oil to each of the three layers. I'm adding very minimal amount of olive oil. That's why I use this, because it comes very little out of this. I'm almost through with the second layer. That's the roasted vegetables. These roasted vegetables can be separately used as an evening snack or a pre-dinner snack, or if you just want to have soup and some sauté veggies for dinner. So they can be taken individually as such, but we are going to add them to the lasagna. Since we are gynecs by profession and not professional cooks, we might not be looking very proficient, but I think the taste will come out well, because I'm quite regular with making this lasagna at home for my children. Now we are already done. We are done with the roasted vegetables, and this is how they look like when done. They are soft, tender, as well as crunchy. So we just keep them here. So we have one layer and we have two layers. Now we go on to make the third layer, which is the creamy vegetables. For this I'm going to take some plain flour, that is maida, add milk to it. This is chilled milk. After adding milk to the flour, we have to make sure we have to whisk it with some sort of blender, maybe hand blender or electronic, so that there are no lumps present. If you are not very sure about the lumps, we can sieve this milk through a strainer so that all the lumps are removed. So this is our plain flour and cold milk. We should take cold milk to dissolve the flour in it. So this is ready, and we go to making the third layer. For the third layer, we are not taking olive oil, we are taking butter. Butter itself gives a very different flavor to any dish. So here is some butter. To this again, I'm going to add some garlic paste. Garlic goes into every layer. So you should have in mind how much lasagna are we going to make and how much garlic are we going to chop, so that it is enough for all the 3 layers. After adding garlic to the butter, before it turns brown, we are going to add this mixture of milk and plain flour. We go on stirring while it is cooking so that this starts thickening. To this, we are going to add some pepper, and some salt. Again, we are adding salt to each layer, so we have to be very careful about the amount of salt we are putting in. We have to wait for the milk to come to a boil before the sauce starts to thicken. So we can see that the white sauce has started to thicken. It's coming to a boil, and now we can add in all the vegetables together. These are finely chopped, and for the roasted vegetables, they were sliced lengthwise. We've added some salt and some pepper powder to the white sauce. Let it thicken. This will also cook the vegetables at the same time. Again, we add some chili flakes to this layer. This is our third layer for the lasagna, and once this is complete, we are going to take a dish and start with the layering. So here our third layer is being cooked. Sauce is thickening. When these bubbles will go, then I'm going to take them out, take the sauce out for layering, because I don't want a very runny, creamy layer for my pasta. For the layers to be maintained, it has to be little thick. So let me continue with the cooking for some time till these bubbles are settled. So friends, now we come to the layering of our dish, in which we have to set the lasagna into the oven. So this is my dish. I've taken a square dish, but it's your choice. You can take a round dish, you can take a rectangular dish, you can take any type of dish. But you should be able to put it in the OTG. And this is the cooking we've been doing. These are the roasted vegetables which are used as saute vegetables and can be independently used as a snack. These are the creamy vegetables. If we bake them, we can use them as a separate dish of baked vegetables. This is our red tomato sauce. These are our lasagna sheets which we've been cooking. This is 2 types of cheese that I've had. This is some oregano and the chili flakes which we are going to put on the top for the flavor. So I start with my layering. For the layering, I've taken our red sauce. We have to take 3 layers of the red sauce. So जो हमारे पास टोटल अमाउंट है उसको हमने सोचना है कि हमें 3 बार उसको इस डिश में डालना है. So accordingly we are going to divide it approximately. Once we put it here in the dish, we are going to spread it nicely to till all the 4 corners to the best what we can. After this, we are going to put 2 lasagna sheets on this there and then press it very lightly. After nicely putting the lasagna sheets, we're going to take creamy vegetables. We're going to use half of these here and go on spreading them while we are adding them. Over the 2 lasagna sheets. So nicely we have spread the creamy vegetables over the lasagna sheets. So we have got 3 layers. The red sauce, 2 sheets of lasagna, creamy vegetables, and now the 4th layer, half of the red sauce again over our creamy vegetables. So slowly, without mixing the 2 layers, we are going to spread it out with the back of the spoon. Be careful that we need some red sauce for 1 more layer, so we should have some amount of red sauce in our dish with us. So this is how we spread the 4th layer. Now I'm going to add all the roasted vegetables over this layer, all of them here, and spread them very lightly over the red sauce layer. After doing this, I'm going to add some cheese over the sauté vegetables. I have got 2 types of grated cheese, the mozzarella and the processed cheese. See how nutritious this recipe is. It's a whole meal. It's got everything in it and very little oil. After adding some cheese, again I'm going to add these 2 lasagna sheets. Now again, something very important. You have to remember the direction in which you had placed the lasagna sheets before. You have to place the lasagna sheets in the same direction. Press them lightly so as to settle them. And after this, add all the creamy vegetables that you've got. So our lasagna is ready. It was set, I will again tell, it was set at a bake mode for about 20 minutes and then with the upper 2 rods, the grill on for another 10 minutes. So it took about half an hour or say 25 to half an hour 25 minutes to half an hour to cook, and now I'm taking it out. This grill tray is very hot, so this is how it comes to be, looks to be. See the nice browning top. This was because हमने इसको लास्ट में ग्रिल किया है, and now I'm going to cut it and show you how to serve. Lasagna has to be cut with a very sharp knife which goes straight inside till the end of the dish. This is how it is cut, and then all the 3 layers are picked up together so that we can taste all the 3 layers at one time. So it's like this when it comes out, the creamy, the cheesy, and the tomato and the upper grilled layer. So it's a wonderful dish, very nice to taste. So this is the veg lasagna. You can add chicken and make it a chicken lasagna or whatever, and when you eat it, you just take it like this, and wow, it's awesome.